2, 1.
Good evening and welcome to Real Talk, where we have real conversations about business, entertainment, and lifestyle. I am your host, Angelita. This is episode 1 and it's titled It's a Family Affair. Today I am joined in the studio with two of the dopest people I know. My sister, April Wells. Hey.
Hola.
And my brother, Ladarius Davis.
Hello.
He is really loving the way he sounds in the microphone, y'all. Today's topic, we're going to talk about entrepreneurship, and we're going to give you a little insight on that. All three of us are business owners, aspiring business owners, and we're going to talk about the word half. And what I mean by that, we are going to talk about the word half sister or half brother. We're going to dive into that in just a second. But before, I want to thank our sponsors. Key Virtual Professionals is a virtual assistant business that is dedicated to assisting entrepreneurs, businesses, and nonprofit organizations, providing support in various areas of your business, such as virtual office administration, document preparation, social media management, financial management, event planning. These services will help your business stay on track. Schedule your free discovery call today by visiting www.keyvirtualprofessionals.com. Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Hello.
You're just going to keep saying hello?
Yes.
You know you like to hear yourself talk.
Yes, he likes to hear himself talk, y'all. Okay, so right now what we're going to do is we're going to do a quick introduction. This is my first episode of Real Talk. Yay! Like, I'm so excited. Are y'all excited?
Yes, I'm so proud of you.
Yes.
Y'all in Facebook worlds, are y'all excited? Yay! So my name is Angelita Thomas. I am a business coach and consultant. I assist businesses and leaders on how to create effective relationships when it comes to networking. I am also a business consultant. So, you know, when you're at a certain spot in your business and you're kind of stuck, I am that person that gets you unstuck and move you to the next step, the next phase in your business. I am also a business owner. I'm also a podcaster, a speaker, and soon to be best-selling author. You hear how I said soon to be best-selling author?
That's right. You got to claim it.
You got to claim that. You got
Absolutely.
to manifest all of that, speak it into existence. So one of the reason why I started the podcast, Real Talk, is just to basically sit down with business owners and talk about business, talk about entertainment, talk about lifestyle. Like, let's just talk, dive in, no holds bars. You don't have to, hold anything back. Let's just talk. So that is, I'm always going to keep it real with y'all.
Oh, yes. We know.
Yes.
I'm always going to keep it real for y'all. So, of course, how fitting to name the podcast Real Talk. So I have my sister, April. I'm going to let you introduce yourself to everyone and tell everybody what you do and all that good stuff.
Well, all right. I am April, Angelita's sister. What do? I do a lot of things. Right now, I am a distributor for It Works, and just kind of focus on trying to help people get healthy. I recently lost a little bit of weight myself. Well, not a little bit. I lost like 42 pounds.
Girl,
so I'm
that's-
real proud of myself.
You lost some big weight. That's what's up.
Absolutely. You see me?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Hey.
Thank you. But yeah, I really didn't even realize that I had a passion to try to help people get healthy. So once I started doing it for myself, now my parents off into it. On my way here, mom just called. She lost 13 pounds.
Mama lost 13 pounds?
Yeah, she said she don't believe the
Hey,
scale,
go ahead,
but
Mary.
she did that. She did. Yep. So, yeah, I'm just out here just trying to live my passions. You know what I mean?
That's
so,
what's up.
I'm grateful that you are my sister, and I know that you can help me
You
to,
know this.
just grow a little bit. So, yeah, it's a reason for everything. So, I'm happy to be here with you tonight, and let's talk that real talk.
That's what's up. I love you, little sis.
I love you too.
All
Me
right.
too. You are so sweet.
Yeah, I am. Don't forget it.
And then, of course, you guys, I have my brother, Ladarius Davis. Ladarius, introduce yourself and tell everybody a little bit about you.
Well, I am your brother, your oldest brother, Ladarius Davis.
He likes the way his voice sounds, y'all. He's trying to do this Barry White thing.
Is that very nice?
That's very nice.
I like it. Stop making me laugh.
Oh my goodness,
No.
he is a mess, y'all.
No, I am Ladarius Davis. I am the owner of J&D Landscaping in
That's-
Macomb Township.
Okay. So what do you do?
I do everything.
So what does your landscape? So you
Actually, our landscape this year is focused most on snow removal.
okay?
And we're starting to get a little bit of landscape going on. Maybe my sister can help me and sell me out and get me some business.
You know, for a fee, brother, I got you.
I'm gonna have to get you some bumper stickers,
You put on
and
my
some
card.
business cards.
Absolutely.
Hand out. You
Absolutely.
can hand them out all over town. You and April.
Right.
No, thank you. I mean, I spread the word
Whoa,
for
She
you.
you
said,
can't hand
no,
out no
thank
business
you.
cards.
I got you. I
Helping
got you.
people help people.
I ain't
is
mad.
what
I
we
got
do.
you. I ain't gonna be no hater.
No, you know, I'm
I
always
got you.
it's
I
a
was just
family
playing.
affair.
Absolutely.
exactly.
I
It's
was
a
just
family
playing. I got you.
affair. You know, so yeah, and it's kind of cool because again, we are okay. So let me give you guys the dynamics here, and we're going to talk about the word half, and we're going to do that a little bit later. But let me break it down to you. Okay, so I'm gonna break it down. The family, it's a family affair dynamics for you. April is my sister. She and I have the same mom. I am on my mom's side. I am the oldest of 3 girls. April is the baby of the clan.
The favorite.
She is the love child. I call her the love child. She will always be the love child. You are the favorite. She is.
I know.
See?
I mean, it is what it is. Real talk.
Oh, okay.
Nah, you see.
Nah,
love
we
you,
going
Abby.
there with it.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's okay. It's okay. But yes, she is the favorite, and she knows she's the favorite. And on my dad's side, I am the middle, the spoiled one when it comes to my brothers. So Ladarius is the oldest.
You're the only girl.
I am the only girl on my dad's side. I am the middle. And then there is my brother Dominique, who is the baby. So when it comes to my brothers, yes, I am spoiled. I always wanted an older brother, and I got an older brother. So I'm spoiled when it comes to them. Like, I think I get whatever I want when it comes to both of my brothers, for sure.
You're the unruly one.
Really?
Yes.
I am not the unruly one.
Yes, she is.
You know what? I would say that I might have been the unruly one back in my younger days. I think now I'm the most organized and professional one of the bunch. Ooh, if y'all can see the shade that I am getting right now, the looks that I am getting right now.
No, I agree with you.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I noticed your growth, and like I told you when we got here, I'm so proud of you.
Thanks,
You know, I
baby.
really am, and I look up to you.
Oh,
I do.
she about to
Yeah.
make me cry.
Don't
Don't
do
do
that.
that. Don't. We both like, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Save it.
I'm gonna save it, girl. I'm gonna save it. I don't want to mess up my eyeliner. So that's the dynamics. But at the end of the day, this is my family. Ladarius, I think, looks at my sister. I was getting ready to say baby D. Ladarius looks at my sister as like sister. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I
that's,
got you on them flyers. I was just playing.
You know,
I
that's
know.
still, that's family, even though, there's no blood relation, but that's family. Family is family.
We'll get you some T-shirts
We're
Okay.
going to get some T-shirts made for her.
Okay.
for you, too.
I'll
You know
rock 'em.
what? I actually have a person that does T-shirts if you want.
Look at God.
Right.
Won't he do it?
Yep, I'm gonna put a plug out in a minute. Yes, she's bad at
Okay.
shirts.
Wow.
She
All
is
right.
bad. She's
We'll
gonna be
see.
on. She's coming on the show too in some of our future episodes. She'll be on
That's
for
what's
sure.
up.
But she'll make your whole. Yeah, she got you.
I love the networking.
You know what? I'm a networkologist. I love it.
That's all I do.
I'm gonna be a cheeseologist.
I'm sorry. What's that?
I just found out in class that there are people who get paid to be cheese tasters. I forget the name of it, but I'm doing that.
Okay, let's back up. Let's let everybody know what it is that you're going to school for.
Yes, culinary arts. I love food. Not just to eat it, but to make it, to share it with people. And so yeah, I'm going for culinary. And in my purchasing class, we were talking about just how to order different foods and everything and the specs of it. But yeah, when my teacher said that, I'm like, oh my goodness, I love cheese.
I do too.
Seriously. And if I can get paid to taste different cheeses
Yes.
and to share that with people,
So there's a person, so it's a career to go around being a professional cheese taster.
I forgot the name. It's a fancy name. It's not a cheeseologist. I was just being extra. But oh my goodness, I am ready to find out, and I want to get the certification. Yes, and
Maybe we should get a podcast on tasting cheese.
You know what? You can.
I got
Why
a wine
not?
tasting class too now. You know that wine and
Cheese and wine.
Some cheeses
That's
pair
gonna be
very
our
well
next
with some
podcast.
wines. Absolutely.
Cheese and Wine podcast?
Yes.
I'm speaking it into existence. Sis,
Okay.
you're going to have a Cheese and Wine podcast.
What about me? That was my
yes.
idea.
Oh, I mean, well, y'all can be
it was
hosting
your idea.
co-hosts.
That's
I'm gonna
right.
need half.
Okay.
You going to need half? Or what? How about y'all be host and co-host?
Okay.
There
All
you
right, as long
go.
as I'm the host, I'm good.
As long as we got the cheese and the wine, I'm with it.
Well, my favorite cheese is sharp. Extra sharp, sharp. I love sharp. That's
How
like
about
my
that
favorite.
Gouda?
She really liked the Gouda.
You know what?
She was real
Speaking of
real into that Gouda.
yeah, she was,
She
I
could
love
feel
cheese.
that. She could feel the Gouda. We gonna leave here
yes,
and go find her.
right.
at the
We need to
store
go
today.
find her some
Gouda.
Gouda cheese. Is there like a
Yes.
Kroger's up the street?
It is.
Okay.
It is.
You can't get it from Kroger. You got to go to a
Gotta
real
get that
store.
special-
You gotta go
Yeah.
to the specialty cheese
Yes,
stores.
that Nino Savaggio. Yeah.
Not sure how we got off into this.
I'm sorry.
My sister
I love
is really
food.
over here fanning herself right now after talking about this cheese.
feeling it.
Cheese. Yes.
You feeling it, Mom?
I love cheese.
Okay. All right. So look, let's go into the word half. So hold on one second, y'all. So I just broke it down to y'all how we are basically all connected up in here. So let's talk about that word half. Half brother, half sister. And I'm bringing it up because it's something that honestly we have never, ever, ever put in our vocabulary growing
I don't have
up.
any halves.
Yeah, huh?
I don't have any halves.
Exactly. So the funny part about it is that I don't have what I wanted, but there is, when you have the same mother, you are called maternal siblings.
Yes,
Did you know that?
I did know that.
And when you have the same father, you're called what, bro?
I don't know.
You're called paternal siblings. So we're paternal or agnet siblings. You and I. And me and my sister are
I don't know
maternal
what that
siblings.
means.
It's the same thing as paternal.
I never studied it that far.
I didn't study it either. I just Googled it.
Well, I never even thought about looking it up.
Well, I mean, I Googled it because we were coming on and I was like, so, you know,
okay.
I Googled it for the show. You know, you got to do your research. So I Googled it for the show. And that's just something that we've never used that in our vocabulary. Like, you know, when I look at you, bro, you know, you're my brother. I never, ever has been like, oh, yeah, that's my half brother. Same thing with my sister. You know, it's always been, that's my sister. So, like, growing up, April,
Yes. Wow.
growing up, what was life like with your oldest sister, myself? What was life like for you growing up?
Real talk?
Real talk.
Rough.
I was gonna say struggle.
It was rough. The struggle was real. Real talk.
The struggle was real.
Why was it a struggle? Why do you think it was what do you mean by struggle? Break it down. What happened? How was growing up with, you know?
I was bullied. I was tormented. Almost died a couple times, but I made it.
Wow. Was I that bad, sis?
You always had my back, though.
Was I that bad?
I mean, you was just a little rough. You was a little rough with me, yeah.
You're a determined person.
I'm a determined person.
Absolutely.
Yes, that's the way we'll explain it.
Well,
Yeah.
oh
You're just a
wow.
determined person.
And now we can talk about this now, but I think you have to talk about it, because like for me and my sister just said, y'all, she described like some horrific stuff just now. Like it was what?
Rough.
It was rough. It was rough. She was bullied. She was
Tormented.
Did I torture you, bro?
A little bit.
Okay. So I apologize. You know I love you.
I know. It's all love.
When you're a kid, you do some darn things,
I'm
y'all.
glad I was bigger than her.
Okay. Hell, I was bigger than her.
When you're a kid, you do some things, but I think this is a good time to talk about that, because I'm sure, you know what I'm saying, you're not the only person that was bullied or tortured or just had like a horrible childhood with their sibling. You know what I'm saying?
Siblings is. Marquez and Mariana the same way.
Are they the same way?
Oh yeah.
So it has nothing to do with the whole half sister thing, or that where I don't know, because you sure? Because I'm going to tell you, I was jealous. I felt like I was treated differently when we were growing up.
Okay.
And so because of that, I took all of that frustration and stuff out on you.
Thanks.
Which had anytime
Made me better.
So
Anytime.
while that's been said, how can people hear this after they download the podcast?
After they download the podcast, Podcast Detroit, they should click on Studio 2.
Okay, Studio 2.
Studio 2.
Okay.
Yep. Studio 2 will bring you right in here live as we're on. But yeah, I was jealous because I felt that Mom and Frankie treated you better. You know what I'm saying? So therefore,
Not our Frankie.
No.
I was just thinking,
Okay.
like, that's so crazy.
Okay. Let me back up, y'all.
Her
for a
mama
second.
had a thing for Frankies.
Let me back up for a second. Let me just back up for a second. I don't know what happened in the 70s, all right, and in the early 80s. But y'all, my mom had a thing, obviously, for dudes named Frank. Because my father's name is Frank. And my sister's dad's name is
Frankie. Yeah, that's crazy.
So I don't know what my mom was thinking. I would have thought, like, once I ran into another dude named Frank or Frankie or anything remotely close, I would have ran. But she stayed. Mom was a trooper. She stayed.
That she is.
She stayed. She was
Yep.
like, "Oh, I can date a Frank, and I'm about to marry a Frankie." Hey.
Okay.
But with that being said, though, for me, like I said, a lot of it was jealous. I was jealous of my little sister because, like she got I don't know. There's a whole bunch of reasons why I was just jealous. I felt like she was treated better than I was. Still to this day, I still feel the same way, but it's all good.
She said she was the favorite.
I was just playing.
No, she meant that.
Yeah.
Because I'm not, see?
Real talk.
See?
I ain't even gonna front.
She meant that. She meant that. Because what did she tell me?
But you always say that. You the one who put that in my mind. So I believe it because you say so.
You were treated better. Anybody that knows our
Well,
upbringing,
that I'm the favorite, quote unquote.
Anybody that knows our upbringing, I would love for you to chime in on this and let me know if April was the favorite or not. Bro, you weren't around. So how was your upbringing?
You was the favorite.
See?
I was, okay. Let's focus on Mr. Ladarius right quick.
You was the favorite.
Okay, so when it comes to us, I was the favorite? How?
Yeah.
Please explain.
I don't know how.
I mean,
You was the only girl.
Okay, but I was the favorite from who?
You was the only girl.
Okay.
Between our father's kids,
Yes.
you were the only girl.
Okay, but who was I the favorite?
Whenever you were down at our grandparents' house, you were the favorite.
Yeah, I was.
I'm still. If our grandmother could talk right now, she'd still call me that boy.
Wow. Yeah. Well, I was always Frankie's girl.
I was always that boy.
My grandmother always called me Frankie's girl. That's Frankie's girl. But AD with our grandfather, oh yes.
I know.
With AD, I was Angie baby.
See,
I was the favorite.
He just gave me money and told me to leave.
No, he always wanted me to come over. I used to go down and chill out. He used to always wear the white T-shirts and sit in front of the garage.
Mm-hmm.
And our grandfather was the junk.
Yeah, he was
I was
cool.
Angie baby. He was cool. Yeah.
He was cool. I remember him at church.
Yeah. Yeah. He had the long curly hair.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a Jerry curl. That wasn't curly.
It was. But as he got older, though, the Jerry curl part came out, and it was just long hair.
It was just
Wasn't
dry.
it? It was just dry.
He just stopped putting the activator.
He just stopped putting activator in his hair.
Yeah.
Hold on. Somebody said it appeared so. And I'm going to say that they said it appeared so that what? April was the favorite child. Is that what you're saying?
Is that?
I'm talking to somebody on Facebook Live. They said it appears so, and I'm gonna ask them to clarify. Does it appear that April was the favorite and was treated better? I don't know.
Who said that?
I'm gonna wait until see if they come back. But
I'm about to go on Facebook.
you can't go Facebook Live. But bro. Okay, so that was with our grandparents, but everybody had a favorite. Because you want to talk about grandparents. If that was the case, like with my grandmother on my mom's side, hands down, I was the favorite. I know that for a fact. That April was. Betty Jean was, oh my goodness. My grandmother, man, Betty Jean, she ain't know nothing. She didn't even know her own kids when I came around.
That's because you was a favorite.
She was.
I think it's just because you was louder than everybody else.
Dude.
I
Angie was
was
road dog. Like,
I was
she went
shy.
everywhere
You was
with her.
more loud.
Well, when I went around like our fathers, I was very quiet and shy. I didn't really talk too much. But
I don't know what happened to that.
And so I always, but I always talked to our grandfather. I always talked to Didi, because obviously we went to church and he used to always take me out to Red Lobster after church on Sundays. That was,
I don't think I was ever in the car with him.
no, you were. I was going to say, you never went to Red Lobster with us.
No, I didn't.
No, I used to always, Sundays were the best. We used to go to Red Lobster. And
that was different because I didn't even know
But
I had a sister.
Okay, so let's talk about that.
I was going to ask you, was you going to tell
I didn't
the story
know.
since
See,
you tell everybody else?
No. Well, I didn't know if we were going to go there. Okay, so I was kind of like looking for you to give me that cue. I wasn't sure. Okay, so here's the thing. The funny thing about me and Ladarius is that we went to Robbie Hall Parker. It's the elementary school that we went to. I think he went there longer than I did because I went to Mount Clemens. I went to King for a lot of years. Clemens.
I went there my whole childhood.
Yeah, I went to Clemens first. It was odd. I went to Robbie Hall Parker for kindergarten. Miss Boris was my kindergarten teacher.
I'm a Parker Panda.
Shout out to Miss Boris. She was my kindergarten
cool.
teacher.
She was
Yeah, I like
nice
Miss
too.
Boris. I wonder if she's still alive. Somebody got to find that out. And then I went to Clemens. And then I went to King, and then I went back to Parker. I don't know why, but that's how it happened. So I think I got to Parker in Miss Crowder. Was that her name?
Miss Crowder.
Miss Crowder. That was 5th grade.
Yep.
5th grade, Miss Crowder. And
I was in 6th grade.
Ladarius was in 6th grade, Miss Rodan. Remember Miss Rodan's?
Wow.
That's right.
Yeah.
I remember her.
Miss Rodan's.
You just put the picture up today.
If anybody want to see that picture,
Never
I'm going to
mind.
post it on Facebook.
Never mind.
But yeah, so my brother was in, he was in Miss Rodan's and I was in Miss Crowder's class. And I got teased so bad when I was in Robbie Hall Parker. I got called Blackie. I got called like every name under the sun. They used to tease me so bad. But anyhow, look at me now. Anyhow, there was
Darker the berry.
sweeter the juice. There was I remember seeing Ladarius, but let's fast forward to like at the end of the school year, because when Ladarius was getting ready to go into the 7th grade and I was going into the 6th grade, that summer is when we found out we were brother and sister. How odd, how crazy is that? And I think Uncle Tutu told me.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
You told me. I didn't even know.
Yeah, I walked up to him. You all know me. Y'all know, if anybody knows my personality, you guys know me. I walked up to him like, what did I say? You my brother, or I'm your sister, or
Yeah,
something.
you said, I'm your sister. I'm like, I don't know who the heck you are.
That had to be weird.
She was like, she said, you my brother. And I'm like, okay, I don't know who you are. But I ain't got no sisters. She was like, you my brother.
We
I'm
have
like,
to say, I don't remember the conversation.
I remember it.
That
You
is
just
too
walked
funny.
up real hard, like you
I-
my brother.
Like we was about to fight or something.
Yeah. Nah,
I'm not a bully. I swear I'm
you
not.
are. You a bully.
I'm not a bully.
You're very aggressive.
I go
I don't
after
know
what
if
I
that's-
want.
I don't know if that's bullyish, but you're very aggressive.
That could be a. It's good.
It's good and bad.
There you go. There you go.
I've seen it a good and a bad.
Okay, bro, you're getting a little too personal. You get a little too personal. So yeah, that's how we that's how we found out that we were brother and sister. Is somebody told me, and I walked up to him, and I know I did because it just sounds like something I would do. I don't necessarily remember doing this, but it definitely is my character. I'm sure I walked up to him like me mugging, like, "Hey, you my brother," and he like, "Girl, I don't even know you. Like, what are you talking about?" So yeah. So after that, we went. And it's funny because I used to get messed with and picked with when we were at Robbie Hall Parker. And it was funny because when I went into the 7th grade and he was in the 8th grade, nobody messed with me. Nobody called me any names. Like, nobody bullied me. And I couldn't for the life of me understand, like, why are these people that used to mess with me and pick with me, why they're not messing with me? Mm-hmm. So I guess my brother told all of them, "Hey, that's my sister. Mm-hmm. If you mess with her, you got to answer to me." But nobody say anything to me. And then, of course, after that year, I went off and went to different school. And I think you actually went off and ended up going to different schools.
Yeah, 9th grade or 10th grade. I went to different school.
And then we lost contact with each other because of life and whatever reason.
Yeah, you moved.
You moved too. Like, you went to Tennessee.
Oh, wow.
No, I'm saying in high school.
Oh, yeah.
Not as adults.
Yeah, like, so and honestly, like, we really we connected a couple times throughout, like, college and high school. You know, him being in high school, us being in high school, him going to college, we connected a few times. But then there was a long period of time where we didn't connect and we didn't see each other. Mm-hmm. And so when Darius moved back, I think you might have been back for a while before we connected.
No, it was right when I moved back.
When you moved back? Okay. Yeah. So when he moved back, we connected. And for the most part, we've kind of like been like inseparable since, like. Crazy. I'm so not at all. So yeah, like, I'm little sis. I'm, when it comes to brother, I'm little sis. I'm spoiled. I get my way. Same thing, shout out to Dominique, who our brother.
You're gonna have to shout out Dominique.
Yeah, shout out to Dominique, our brother, who
get him here.
Who lives in California. I'm gonna be honest, we have to get Dominique here when it's hot. He will not come here if it's cold. But shout out to him too. Like, he spoiled his big sister when I was down there. It's like, I'm spoiled with my brothers. I think that's probably why I gravitate to them a little more than my sisters, because they spoil me. Is that bad? I don't know. My April spoils me too.
I do?
To a certain extent. Yeah, for the most part, I think so. Okay. I think so.
We just give you what you want so we don't get beat up.
Why y'all got people thinking that I'm a bully, y'all?
Angie, people know you.
It's good when you're on our.
Some people who are tuning in don't know me. And
I tell you what, though, there's nobody you would want on your side more.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I got your back.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you for real. There's nobody you would want on your back, behind you, pushing you on your side.
Absolutely.
And if it's going down, then it's going down.
It's going down.
Even if you don't want it to go down, it's going down.
Right. Oh my goodness, I got some stories.
Okay, do you want to share one? I'll let you share one story, sis.
Any story?
Oh
no.
Just you can share one. Kicking in those. Okay, never mind, y'all. Moving on to the next thing. We'll be right back. We are going to
That was a long time ago, though.
That was a long time. Yep. That was a long time ago. Oh wow, that is too funny. I can't believe you even thought about that, sis. That was like oh, yeah. Okay, so we'll be right back. We are going to thank our sponsors, Authority Printing. Authority Printing will transfer your designs into beautiful full color, spot colors, and black and white quality print. You can choose from business cards, posters, bookmarks, menus, flyers, social media flyers, advertisements, and announcements. Print with authority. You can reach them at www.authorityprinting.com. That's www.authorityprinting.com. So, what's up? What's on your mind, bro? What you want to say? You was getting ready to say something.
No, I ain't gonna say that.
Say what you want to say.
No, I can't say that.
You can't say that?
I was gonna tell a story, but I don't want to tell it.
Tell a story. Okay, so shout out to April, my sister. My aunt just said that April is a great cook on on my Facebook Live right here.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yes.
Thank
You
you
ain't
very
never cooked
much.
nothing for me.
And the reason why you cannot see them is because I am doing the Facebook Live. However, I will download this entire podcast, and you guys can see everybody in the studio. But right now, the live is just on me. Hey.
That's the selfish part.
It's not, because no, we actually have the entire podcast being recorded right now, so it will be made available.
I forgot about
yeah,
that.
we're all being recorded, so
I know my face feel funny
it will. Why does your face feel funny?
because I got my Invisaligns today.
Okay, I just had to ask y'all because he wanted to share with everybody that he got his Invisaligns. So smile for the camera.
I'm not smiling.
Smile so that when you go on.
I'm not smiling.
Okay,
It feels funny.
They look good though.
It
They
just
look
feel
good.
funny.
I'm
sorry.
sure. I'm sure.
I probably look crazy.
No, you did sound like you had a speech impediment when you came in earlier, but you've gotten good with it. You're okay. You're
Okay,
okay.
half sister.
Look at he smiled.
Look at it. Smile for the camera. You know I want to say,
No, you don't want to say that.
what do Lil Duval, I'm just going to put it to you like this. What do Lil Duval say in his song, Smile?
Oh, I don't know that song.
You don't know that song?
You ain't never heard that song?
Is it new?
I don't know.
I don't
It ain't
really
that
listen to
old.
new
It ain't
music.
that-
I don't listen to the radio.
It's not that new.
I don't know that.
I don't listen to the radio either.
Everybody know that one.
I'm different.
You different?
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
okay.
but you're not. I do not believe in half
No.
brothers and sisters.
Neither one of us do. So, let me ask you a question, because you also, just so everybody knows, like Ladarius, you also have two other brothers, correct?
Yes,
I am the
I have two other brothers,
Joel. Oh, can we say their
Joel
name?
and Courtney,
Joel and Courtney.
on my maternal mother's side, and
Right.
then I also have a very big brother and sister on my father's side. That's not my brother's fathers who raised me.
Right, absolutely.
So I
like
have a lot
that's
of
your
brothers and
family.
sisters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's your family. Just know I am the only. I am the only sister.
Yeah, we done heard that before.
You're gonna hear it all the times to the day I die. I am the only sister. But yeah, that's dope. And okay, so look, I have a couple questions for both of you. Okay, so I'm gonna start with you, Ladarius. Do you think growing up there were any challenges of having half siblings? So like when we just mentioned Joel and Courtney, do you think that there were any challenges growing up?
You do sometimes feel like you are when it's not your parent, that you're not treated the same or something. Mm-hmm. With at times,
Right.
You do. I'm sure every child feels
Absolutely,
that.
I agree
and
with
I
you
try
totally.
I try to, my own kids now are in a situation like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to try to stress that, with their mothers, that I have to be a parent to all of them. They get to choose. They can focus on just their child. So it's kind of rough sometimes, but it is.
You do get that feeling.
You do get that feeling, and it's hard to try to stress that, and now that I'm older and I'm kind of in that situation, I can see how, when I was younger, that I thought the reason why I thought that or whatever, but it's step parents and not, I guess you say not their biological maternal parent, they do love the kids, and I wouldn't change it. I got a lot of love.
That's what's up. That's dope. What about you, sis? Do you think growing up there were any challenges of having a half sibling? I think we talked a little bit about yours. But.
Well, there was definitely challenges. Growing up, to me, I was kind of oblivious to the fact that it was the whole half,
Right.
and that, but looking back at it, and I think I said it earlier, it just kind of, everything happened for a reason, you know what I mean? And it kind of, I'm grateful that now you and I are as close as we are. And like I said, I look at you and it's kind of like, kind of look up to you now, like I was saying earlier. So don't get emotional. But yeah, I wouldn't say necessarily challenges, but now I'm just reflecting on it older, and that's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So for me, I would say definitely like nothing with my sister, because like she said, she was oblivious to the whole, half thing. She was just like, hey, that's my sister. That's my big sister. I want to be around her. I want to follow her. I want to go where she goes,
Yeah.
But for me, like my brother said, like you kind of, there's a difference there, because that's not your father.
I was gonna say the difference is April was oblivious to it because her mother and father lived in the same
Exactly,
house.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
To where it was, we knew what was up,
Yeah.
because our parent, our father did not live in the same house, And then, for me, I don't know, as you get older, so it was a lot of different things. Okay, second question. We already kind of like went over that. The next question was, do you feel that you were treated differently? I definitely feel that I was treated differently. Darn it. Mary and her Frankies. But here's a question though. If your parent married or remarried, how did the family treat you? And what I mean by that is, obviously, you had your stepdad, brother. I had my stepdad. Like, how did his family treat you?
I don't know. I always seen them as like my family, because I didn't know no different.
Right.
Until I got a little bit older as a child, and then things were kind of told that, well, I knew that my stepfather wasn't my real father, because my mother never kept that from me. So I never was like, I always knew who my father was. And then our aunt always came and got me so I could be around my family.
Who was our aunt?
Your Aunt Mary.
Oh, yeah, she's one of my favorites. Absolutely. Yeah,
she was always the one. She always came and got me all the time. So
you know.
I knew that side of my family. So
Right.
I always came up knowing, all sides.
Okay. Well, for me, now I'm going to tell you, my stepdad's side of the family was super dope. They never, ever, 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 ever treated me any different. Like, granddaddy was granddaddy, granny was granny. Like, they never treated me any different. I got in trouble and got a whooping, just like everybody else got in trouble, got a whooping. It was like anybody that was in that arena, whether they were like friends of the family, you know what I'm saying? If they gave one person 50 cents to go around the corner to Bubble Co's, and anybody from Mount Clemens, you know what I'm talking about when I say Bubble Co's, they gave it to me, so I never ever felt that I was out of place when it came to his side of the family. And still to this day, I still run into him and I still see him, and I'm never treated any different. Shout out to Aunt Charlene, because she is the bomb in the kitchen and the bomb with the cakes. Okay, so shout out to Aunt Charlene. So yeah, they never treated me any different. So I definitely love all of them for that, because I was Angie, I was one of the grandkids. When little Kim did something, and Essie would come around the corner and be like, if you don't tell, you getting a whooping. Oh, I told on Lil' Kim so bad. I'd be like, Lil' Kim would be like, Essie, she got this. I'm not getting a whooping.
Wow.
But I got whoopings just like everybody else. I got treated equally and fairly, definitely, when it came to that side of the family.
I didn't get whoopings.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Y'all hear this? She ain't get whoopings. She ain't get them. She ain't get whoopings. But when it comes to my other side of the family, I knew of them. I'm just gonna say this: Betty Jean wasn't no joke back in the day. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay,
She still ain't.
She still ain't no joke. Okay, Betty Jean was the regulator. Okay, like, you wasn't doing nothing unless Betty Jean said it was okay to do it, and that's my mom's mom. Okay, But growing up, I did not grow up with my dad's side of the family a lot. I knew of them. And, as I got older, I entered that arena of getting to know my uncles and getting to know my cousins and different things like that. And as I'm grown, I got some dope cousins. Shout out to Cherie. Shout out to Crystal. Like, those is like my favorite cousins. So, I got to give some shout outs. But but I can say this, though. Whenever I'm around, my dad's side of the family, and I say this because I didn't grow up with them, like, there's always respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, they treat me like I'm cousin, and they treat me like I'm niece, and it's never no issues. You know what I'm saying? So I can say, there's no issues when it comes to, the Wells side of the family. There's no issues when it comes to the Daniel side of the family as far as like how I'm treated. You either love me or hate me. And, that's just what it is.
That's what it is. Real talk.
That's real talk. Absolutely real talk.
Plus, you look just like Daniel.
Hey.
You got to shout out Omega goofy ass.
You know what? Omega is okay, so yeah, shout out to Omega. Okay, Omega is my aunt. I'm so gonna get in trouble for saying that. But shout out to Omega.
She our younger aunt.
Yeah, she is mine and Ladarius's younger aunt. I didn't say it. Just so you know, Omega, he said it too. But yeah, shout out to her because she's just goofy and she keep everybody on their toes. She got that personality that's just like if you on Facebook, she gonna keep you dying.
She had me cracking up, bro.
Yes, earlier she had me cracking up.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just got those ones, those uncles and those aunts. I don't care what nobody says. You have like that aunt or those aunts that are just. They're not better than the other aunties, but they better than the other aunties. You know what I'm saying? Like you have those uncles, you be like, like I'm gonna be honest, like I've already like adopted my Uncle MC, like that's my daddy. I tell anybody, and I even told Uncle MC, like, I adopted you as being like my daddy. He'd be like, I've been knew that, but you have like those uncles or those aunts that are like dope. So do you have like uncles, like certain aunts or certain uncles?
Nope. Nope.
He didn't let me finish my question. You don't have no favorite auntie?
Nope.
Even on your mom's side? You like them, you love them all the same?
All the same.
April.
Yeah.
You got a favorite auntie on your mom's side or your dad's side, or a favorite uncle, or there's got to be some favorites somewhere.
Well, my favorite, she went on to be with the Lord.
Yes, I know you. Yeah.
My auntie Kim, I think about her every day. She just motivated me so much, and
yeah, she was.
Yeah. My mama's side, they all right. I love y'all.
That sounds like some real family stuff.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm just,
they each special in their own way on my mama's side.
Stop it.
They know they is.
Everybody family like that.
Carol, she come through with the word and let me know something I need to know and confirm some things. Rosie always give me that good hug I need, and Jenny just crazy. I can relate to her. So, they all just, bring something different to the table, and I love them all.
So I guess I'm not allowed to say I got favorites. I ain't gonna lie.
That's all you real talk.
I got favorites.
Absolutely.
Real talk. I got favorites. Okay, and I'm about to put them all on my favorites. Okay, on my mama's side, I love all my aunties. On my mama's side,
we already know who your favorite is.
Everybody on my mama's side know that my Aunt Carol is my favorite. Okay, that's my auntie mama. Okay,
I knew that.
You knew that. Everybody know Carol is my favorite.
Yeah.
Like that. She said, "Hey, yes, yes." Everybody know that my auntie Carol is my favorite on my mom's side. On my dad's side,
it's too many of them.
It's too many of them. But I'm gonna tell you, off rip, my favorite aunt is Mary. That's definitely my favorite aunt. Oh no, I got a couple though too. But my favorite uncles. Hey, those are my favorite uncles.
All of them?
No, not all of them.
All of them.
Uncle MC
Look, he ain't naming nobody.
Uncle MC is a favorite uncle.
I'm neutral.
And I mean, who gonna do something? Who gonna beat me up? Who gonna do something? Who gonna say something? What you gonna do? I got favorites. Okay, I got favorites. Okay, Uncle Peter is a favorite.
They all my favorites.
You's a lie. But anyways, you guys kind of get the idea. Everybody has that one aunt or that one
Some
uncle.
of them are crazier than others, but
Oh,
they're
yeah.
all my favorites.
Everybody got those in the family. Everybody got those in the family.
I hope to be somebody's crazy uncle.
I know I am. I love my nieces and my nephews. Shout out to my nieces and nephews.
Dig that. Dig that.
My nieces and nephews love me.
They do, because you know
I
what?
think I'm the favorite.
Honestly, because Lanaya just thinks Uncle Ladarius. I was gonna say the nickname. I'm sorry. Lanaya just thinks Uncle Ladarius is like the best thing in the world. And then
Better than her Auntie April.
I think.
That's all right.
Are you? Is there jealousy?
A little
coming
bit.
I think
a
so.
little bit. That's my noodle.
I think something.
Okay, I'm gonna stop because I
I'm
don't want
kidding.
no. I
I'm
don't want no
just
sibling
kidding.
rivalry once we
I
get
am
off
just
air
playing.
here.
I'm playing.
That is
I'm
too
playing.
funny. That is too funny. But I think everybody has some favorites. You know, that's just how it go.
It do. Yeah.
That's just how it go. Any questions? Any comments?
This was fun.
It was fun. It
I'm
was
gonna have to
definitely.
come back here all the time.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to come back here all the time.
I'm gonna be up.
gonna do that wine and
I'm gonna be your
cheese.
co-host.
You okay? Oh, you gotta fight. Oh, see, we can't have no sisters, no siblings fighting over the co-host.
Wine and cheese.
Oh, wine and cheese. You want to come back and be my
I'm
co-host?
her co-host for the wine and
For the
cheese.
wine
I'm
and
your
cheese.
co-host for this.
Okay. So look, guys, I got some events coming up. April 30th is an event. Sip and Pitch. It's a speed networking. It is kind of formatted in the way of speed dating, but it's speed networking for professionals. So you will meet each other for a brief exchange during the event. After the event is over, you can decide who you would further like to connect with. Join us for an evening of business networking. Meet new business professionals who are eager to exchange ideas and make connections. Enjoy introductions and conversations. You can go to CoachAngelita.com for more information and to order your tickets, purchase your tickets for the Sip and Pitch event. Tickets are only $12. Also, May 4th is Rise to Power Women Conference. Women empowering women through education and encouragement is what this event is all about. The mission is to pour into women the importance of self-love, good mental health, how to silence the negative conversation in your head, how to love again, how to understand your relationship with finances, and how to create a better state of mind that will ultimately create a better quality of life. The Rise to Power Women Conference will have a dynamic lineup of world-class speakers that will give you information and products that will change your life. 4 amazing, powerful keynote speakers and 15 breakout session speakers. To purchase tickets, please visit www.risetopowerconference.com. That's www.risetopowerconference.com. And of course, guys, I got to throw in, I said there's 15 breakout session speakers. Guess who's one of the breakout speakers?
Go ahead.
That would be me.
That's
So yeah,
cool.
so this conference, again, it's a women's conference. It's going to be great. So if you're interested, go out and purchase your tickets.
All right.
So, sis, you got anything coming up that you want to share with everybody to let them know? You got anything you want to say? You want to shout out somebody like, hey? No?
No, not really.
Not really?
No.
Okay.
But I got big things coming up though.
That's what's up. That's
Yeah.
what's up. That's what's up. What about you, Ladarius? Anybody you want to shout out, say hey to?
I just want
Anything?
to know where I can buy my tickets for this Sip and Pitch.
Exactly.
Oh, Sip and Pitch. Okay, so where you buy your tickets for Sip and
Yeah.
Pitch? www.coachangelita.com. Once you get to the website, click the event tab. And it's right there. You can purchase your tickets right on the website. And tickets are only $12. And this is a
right.
great way for business owners, entrepreneurs, people who are looking to aspiring entrepreneurs to come together and connect and create effective relationships. You know, I'm all about networking. I'm a beast when it comes to networking.
You are.
I'm gonna put it
Absolutely.
out there. Like I gotta tap my own self on the back, because here's the thing: if you don't believe in yourself, how do you expect anybody else to believe in you? And I believe in me.
That's right.
Okay,
real.
so definitely come out to this event, bro. You know, you got it. business.
I'll be there.
Sis, you got a business.
Absolutely. Yep. I'll be
Come
there.
out, support, network, make some great connections, meet some new people. What I have to tell people is 9 times out of 10, the people that support you and buy from you are not the people that you know. They are not your family. They are not your friends. They are total strangers. Okay? So that's it. You guys, make sure you go to connect with me on Facebook. Connect with me on social media. So connect with me on Facebook at Coach Angelita. Connect with me on Instagram, Coach Angelita. Connect with me on Twitter at Coach_Angelita. And my website, I know my brother about to say something.
I wasn't going to say nothing. Go ahead.
My website is www.coachangelita.com. If you would like to be a guest on a future episode of Real Talk, you can email me at angelitathecoach@gmail.com. I'll see you in 2. Have a good night.